ready to room back for another episode of PAX Unmasked. This is J-Man, and then we're going to start by talking about the latest episode of the Bad Batch. Yeah, this one here, you get to see Fennec Shand again. What do you think?
I thought it was decent. It was a little bit slower pace for me, and I kind of didn't really like the fact that Fennec Shand was in the episode. I thought it was unnecessary. It's kind of a way to kind of build on her character. And I think one of the reasons why I liked her in the book of Boba Fett is she was more mysterious, or like cameo she had originally. But there are some good unanswered questions by the end of the episode on who exactly she's working for, who she brought back.
Right.
All was just another go hunt somebody and do something for some information episode. No big revelation. The most interesting part I found, to be honest and frank, was the kind of counseling sessions that Vega was having with Crosshair to try and fix his sheet.
That one there, she seemed like she was teaching him to meditate or use the Force.
It was almost a Force meditation, and
right
with the high M count, you gotta wonder if that was maybe she had some exposure to some Jedi training in her younger years. Did Nala say that when they created her, intentionally give her a high M count, because that's what the Empire is searching for? Maybe Nala say already.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Omega, she's very unique. Even in her name, she's just a number, right? Yeah. So if she was sitting there, actually maybe even teaching Crosshair to tap into the Force. I mean, everything's got a little bit of Force, even to some degree, right? So maybe it's the Force. It's what's going to heal Crosshair.
It would be nice to see him at his full capacity, because like the Doctor robot there said, that there's nothing physically wrong,
right? Yeah. So they can't figure it out with science. So maybe be able to heal with the Force.
Yeah. Force healing is something that we do see it in the sequel trilogies, right?
Right.
So Rey Force heals Kylo Ren.
Right. It's not unheard of, that's for sure.
Right. That was one of the, and going back to what we talked about before, where they're trying to use some of these series to really fix the sequel trilogy, like they did with the prequel trilogy. And I think one of the complaints was Force healing just kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't really explained in the sequel trilogy.
Right.
This is maybe their way of leading into it.
Yes. There's a lot of things beyond the original trilogy. You don't have to be limited to that. I do find it interesting, the whole M count thing. I don't mind that at all. I think a lot of people did originally have a problem with the whole M count idea. They thought the Force was in anything. But there's obviously some in the story there are some people who are more sensitive to others, and there's no reason for that, and maybe Phi don't side differently.
Well, and I think too, if you look at the M count, the way it's looks like they're going with it more is more of the midichlorians are the Force, a living part of the Force, and they choose who to give more M count, if you will, to. So they choose their
the Force itself chooses who gets more midichlorians than others. It does seem to be here. Yeah, I mean, there does seem to be genetics involved where it does pass down through family, but to some degree, yeah. But it does seem like out of the blue, one person could have a lot of M counts.
Going by that, though, does that mean that somebody, Boba Fett's or Jango Fett's lineage was a Force user? And does that mean that Jango or Boba Fett joined in?
Well, I think Omega is a pure scientific experiment. They managed to get it. Well, another thing is, they obviously failed with this experiment, because later on they're going to be looking for Grogu. Right? They can't get it out of her, then get it out of something else.
Yeah,
or maybe just Grogu.
That is kind of it does kind of suggest that they never actually get their hands on Omega at the conclusion of the series. I guess we'll have to wait and find out exactly where it's going. But it's kind of interesting if you do any reading on Anakin Skywalker when he first came to being. There is some speculation that he was actually created by Plagueis, who was obviously Darth Sidious, his master. So it's interesting that maybe Darth Sidious is trying to replicate that process that created Anakin's farming and things like that, which makes you think, maybe there's some tie-ins for Plagueis, because he's really, aside from one mention in a book, there's not a lot of information on him, and I find him to be a character.
That actually kind of leads into the kind of the prehistory, which is actually really relevant right now. The Acolyte. Have you seen the Acolyte trailer?
We'll have to watch it, do a reaction.
We'll have to. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.